Hey, this is Ilan with Best of 5. We're a weekly FGC talk show, so if we keep popping up on your recommended feed and you want to stay connected to the FGC, click the subscribe button and stick with us while we bring you more FGC news. Before we have 15 minutes. Holy shit, we need to move forward. Okay, another thing that leaked this week was whoops. There we go. Street Fighter 6. A lot of things about Street Fighter 6 leaked this week, including the release date. We have a release date. That's pretty crazy. If you go on the PlayStation 4 store, not PlayStation 5, not Steam, if you go on the PlayStation 4 store, you will see that all of the information for Street Fighter 6 is there. And it shows the standard edition, the deluxe edition, and the ultimate edition. All of them, the second thing on this entire list says, ends on release date the 2nd of June in 2023. So it's pretty interesting, right? A lot of shops, a lot of stores are placing like their pre-order stuff, so maybe that's going to be the big announcement for Street Fighter 5. We got some pretty cool screenshots out of it. This is that dude JP, right? So this is whatever his super looks like. Looks pretty cool. I like it. Here's another shot of that, what I assume is that JP guy. We got DJ running with your creator character. And Emezi pointed out that Luke on the box art of Street Fighter 6 looks exactly like Popeye from the Robin Williams movie Popeye. And I gotta tell you, I can never unsee this. Especially because Luke has the weird forearms. Like, that's Popeye. That's Popeye. Now, we may get in trouble because I showed stuff that isn't necessarily released, but it's out in the public, right? So, but you know what's crazy? You guys remember Luke's story in Street Fighter 5 where he's like, my father was a quiet man, and then shit hit the fan, and now I look up to him, and I never saw him again. I think his dad was Popeye. Like, Brutus stole, what's her name, Olive Oil? And then he's forever been chasing him, and he never went back home. Meanwhile, Luke's like, well, damn. And the forearms are hereditary. Along with all of this, and this is the really bizarre thing, is the collector's edition for Street Fighter 6 was shown. We don't see any of what's in it. We don't know any information. We only got a price. And the price is that thing is going to be about $270 for the collector's edition. So that's a shit ton of money. And the last time a collector's edition for a fighting game of Capcom came out, this is what we got. Y'all remember the Infinity Eggs? Dude, just looking at these. Do you guys want to run it back? Who's going to spend $270 to get more Infinity Eggs? For those of you that don't know, these eggs were supposed to be Infinity Stones on the collector's edition of Marvel vs. Capcom Infinite. And instead of being the stones that they showed in screenshots, you just got eggs. Who's gonna go into that purchase after seeing the Infinity Eggs, huh? Never knows best. I was talking with my editor this afternoon, Olson, who's probably hanging out in the chat. We also talked about the Dark Souls 3 collector's edition, and where they're like, you get an Estus flask replica, and it's just like a fucking like green, like not even a bottle, it's just like a cylinder. Like, it looked like they just got 3D printed, and they were like, yep. Okay, well, look, that is all of our news, I believe, right? Yep, that's all I had here. So I need to start getting set up for the Game Awards. So everybody, thank you so much for watching and listening or hanging out for the podcast today. We're about to go set up for the Game Awards, so I told you this was going to be a little bit of a shorter show, but thanks for joining, and we'll be back to get real hype about whatever's announced this week next week.